Hey guys, this is Tom with MDR Solutions. Today we're going to be taking apart an HP laptop, specifically the Pavillion G6-1B60US. Um, with most repairs, before we start doing anything, we typically like to take out the battery before we start getting into anything. But these laptops are pretty simple to repair. Usually often you will have either black tape or like a little rubber boot covering a couple screws. There's none specifically at the top on this one here, but here around the hinges, you're going to remove that black tape and expose it to Phillips head screws. Now, for some reason, these ones don't have it for whatever reason, but we're going to go ahead and start with that. And then typically with the HP, well, a lot of different laptops, they just have this frame here that snaps into place. And with this one comes up pretty easily. Now looking at the screen here, it looks like we have a few different screws. What I typically like to do is these hinges here will actually fold out. So we're going to start by removing the top two Phillips screws. And with this here, this will actually fold out. Now, a lot of times you have to be careful because in the front camera, there could be some cables that are attached to the back of it with adhesive. And typically when we open that up, you can kind of see this front camera cable here. It's sticking to the back of the LCD. So what we would do is take a spudger or an anti-static tool and stick it in behind there, then slowly pry away that cable. It doesn't even really look like it was attached. And then later when we take the screen out, down at the bottom is where it actually connects. But in the meantime, we're going to have 4 Phillips screws that we need to take out, 2 on each side. You have 2 here. And then 2 here. This is where you want to be careful. All right. So as you can see here, this usually sticks to the back of the LCD here. This is just the hinge that keeps the LCD sturdy. But then we have one main connector here. So usually you have a piece of tape holding that to the board. I'm going to slowly, easily pry that out. We're going to use our anti-static tool again to press out on these clips. And slowly lift that up, set it aside. And that's your LCD. And today we're going to use a replacement LCD that we got from laptopscreens.com. They offer a 3-year warranty, and they have a ton of different LCDs. I think an LCD just for about everything. But they were the site was really easy to use, and we got super quick shipping. So from here, there will be protective film on the front. We have some tape and stuff that we'll need to remove. And with this screen here, you can see that this is actually covered, or this is how the screen will sit. So first thing we always like to do is kind of compare it to the other one. Make sure it looks exactly the same. Make sure it lines up. And often you can get the SKU numbers off of the back of the LCDs whenever you go to order. So we're not going to touch down here. We are going to remove this tape that is holding the screen cover on. We are simply going to just take this connection and slide it in. It should just slide in there, but again, you can just take your anti-static tool, make sure that's a nice tight fit. And then we're going to secure that tape again. All right, from here, we're going to install these brackets again. All right, before we go putting everything back together, we're going to take a minute, go grab the battery, put it on charge, and then test it. All right, so got the computer plugged in. I'm going to turn it on, and finally what we're going to do, we're going to snap this frame back into place. We're waiting for that to load. Black screen's good, this blue screen's good, so overall, everything works pretty good.